Let us take the application of this Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. Okay, this is applicable to the particles which are distinguishable, okay, from one another. So from Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution function, we have the expression for distribution function f of ei is equal to e to the power minus alpha minus ei divided by kt. So it is of the form of minus alpha minus beta ei. Beta is 1 by kt, that is known to us. So also the distribution function is basically the ratio of number of particles divided by the density of states. It is the ratio of ni to gi, where ni is the number of particles in ith state, gi is the density of state corresponding to that ith states, okay, or available states corresponding to ith macro state. Ei represents the energy of ith state. So this is how we can express the distribution function in general. It is the general formula for Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution. This is the formula for distribution function. Now compare these two. What you get? You will get ni by gi is equal to e to the power minus alpha minus ei by kt. Okay, so ratio of this number of particles to available state, this ratio is equal to e to the power minus alpha minus ei by kt. Now I will express this e to the power minus alpha as n by z, and we call it as the partition function. Okay, so if you go to the higher studies in statistical mechanics, you will come to know that why e to the power alpha is taken to be n by z, and I am not going to discuss at this undergraduate level. That is not necessary for you. If you are interested, you can refer to any advanced statistical mechanics book. So now I will take this e to the power minus alpha as n by z, and e to the power minus ei by kt is taken to be as it is. So therefore, we have substituted e to the power minus alpha as n by z, and that is called as, this z is called as partition function, and z is given by, therefore, summation of gi into e to the power minus ei by kt. So what you have to do? We have to take z is equal to n divided by e to the power minus alpha. If you do that, you will get the expression for z as summation gi into e to the power minus ei by kt. And here z is called as the partition function. Okay, partition function. This is the partition function which develops the distribution function. Note this particular point. That is enough for your undergraduate level. Next, we will simplify it further. Let us consider a system of distinguishable particles with continuous energy values or energy states. The energy states are continuous because it is a classical statistics, so they are not discrete. Therefore, the summation may be taken as integral over 0 to infinity. You can convert that summation to the integration. Okay, integration is also summing over certain range. So therefore, I can write the partition function z as integration from 0 to infinity g of e. Gi is taken to be g of e because we have converted the summation to integration. In summation, gi represent I is running from 1 to n anta bartadu, but here in integration we have converted the limits. We have substituted the limits from 0 to infinity, and gi is replaced by g of e, and ei is replaced by simply e. So e to the power minus e by kt into d. We have to integrate it over the energy. Okay, with respect to energy, we have to integrate. Where g of e is the density of state. Already we have discussed in one of the previous classes. I have just introduced this density of state at the beginning also. We know that the density of state g of e is a function of e, and we know that the expression for g of e into d is 4 pi mv divided by h cube into 2me to the power half into d. This is the expression for density of state as a function of energy. Substitute here. Okay, you substitute for g of e, you will get the partition function z is equal to integration from 0 to infinity into 4 pi mv divided by h cube into 2me to the power half into e to the power minus e by kt as it is into d. I have substituted for the density of state g of e. Okay. Next, we will simplify it further. What are the common constants? You can take it outside. 4 pi mv divided by h cube is constant. 2m to the power half is constant because mass of the particle is constant. And we have to integrate it over dE. Energy is the variable and all other parameters are, all other quantities are constants. So I will take them out. So Z will be equal to 4 pi mv divided by h cube into 2m to the power half, and inside the integration you will get e to the power half into e to the power minus e by kt, exponential minus e by kt. With respect to e, we have to integrate. And just try to express this e by kt as x. I will substitute x equal to e by kt. For the simplification of this integral, what we will do, we will do the substitution x equal to e by kt. So e by kt is substituted as x. Then what will be the value of e? E will become kt into x. The energy E will become kt into x because x equal to e by kt. E will become kt into x. And dE, if you differentiate it, x is the variable, E is the variable here. dE will be equal to kt into dx because k and t are constants. Boltzmann constant k, the absolute temperature T of the system, they are constants for this particular state. So substitute here, you put E by kt as x and substitute E is equal to kt into x and replace dE by kt into dx. So therefore, you will get 4 pi mv divided by h cube, 2m to the power half. Here kt to the power half is there. In place of dE, if you put kt into dx, you will get kt to the power 3 by 2. If you take kt outside, kt to the power 3 by 2 you will get. Inside the integration, you will get x to the power half into e to the power minus x into dx. And this resembles to the gamma function. In mathematics, you might have studied the gamma function. So that is having the particular value. Okay, so this integral is called as gamma function. It is of the form integration running from 0 to infinity x to the power half into e to the power minus x is called as gamma of 3 by 2. Okay, you know that gamma half, gamma 3 by 2. So such equations are there. So it is gamma 3 by 2. So value of gamma 3 by 2 is square root of pi by 2. Okay, it is called as gamma function. The value of this integral is square root of pi by 2. So finally, we have got the partition function z as 4 pi mv divided by h cube into 2m to the power half into kt to the power 3 by 2 into square root of pi by 2. This is the standard integral called gamma function. Okay, I think you have studied in mathematics. So simplify it further, you collect the terms. We have got this relation in the previous slide. Then you collect all the terms. You collect this pi, 4 pi, collect with each other. So pi into root pi is pi to the power 3 by 2. 2m, and take this 4 with this 2. Okay, you will get this 2 gets cancelled. You will get 2 into 2 to the power half. You will get 2 to the power 3 by 2. So like that, you collect the term m together. M into m to the power half, that is m to the power 3 by 2. You will get finally z is equal to v by h cube into 2 pi m kt to the power 3 by 2. If you collect all the terms together. So therefore, we need 1 by z. In order to express the distribution function f of ei, we need n by z into e to the power minus e by kt is there. Therefore, you take 1 by z. What will be the value of 1 by z? 1 by z will be equal to 1 by v. You take the reciprocal of this. H cube is represented as h square to the power 3 by 2. If you open the bracket, you will get 2 gets cancelled. You will get h cube only. Here I have replaced this h cube as h square to the power 3 by 2. So that will give you 1 by v into h square divided by 2 pi m kt to the power 3 by 2. Now substitute for this z, 1 by z in the equation e to the power minus alpha. We know that e to the power minus alpha is n by z. Therefore, e to the power minus alpha becomes equal to n by v into h square divided by 2 pi m kt to the power 3 by 2. What we have done? We have obtained the expression for e to the power minus alpha. That's all. Okay. So e to the power minus alpha is represented as a partition function. So n by z, and this is the value for e to the power minus alpha. Now substitute this e to the power minus alpha in the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution function. Therefore, the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution function for the system of distinguishable particles with continuous energy state, that will become f of e is equal to e to the power minus alpha minus e by kt is equal to e to the power minus alpha is replaced by n by v into h square divided by 2 pi m kt to the power 3 by 2 and e to the power minus e by kt as it is. So this is the distribution function after obtaining the value of e to the power minus alpha. So alpha and beta are undetermined multipliers. We have obtained the value of beta, that is equal to 1 by kt, and value of alpha we have just obtained. And finally, the distribution function f of e becomes equal to this particular product, this term. Then further we'll move. In the MB statistics, the number of particles having the energy between E and E plus dE is given by n of E into dE, that is always equal to the product of distribution function and the density of state. That is always true. In any statistical mechanics distribution function, the number of particles n is always equal to product of distribution function into density of state. That is always true. So now we'll try to find out what are the number of particles having the energy E. N of E we will obtain by substituting the value of f of E and density of state g of E. And here f of E is Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution function. G of E into dE is the number of states available or density of state having the energy between E and E plus dE. And for the ideal gas with non-interacting molecules, that is the distinguishable particles, we have obtained the f of E is equal to e to the power minus e by kt into n by v into h square divided by 2 pi m kt to the power 3 by 2. And we have the density of state g of E equal to 4 pi mv divided by h cube into 2 m e to the power half into dE. We have f of E, we have g of E. Substitute here and find the value of n of E. Substituting in the above equation, n of E into d, that is representing number of particles having the energy E, that is equal to e to the power minus e by kt. So we'll substitute for f of E, that is n by v into h square divided by 2 pi m kt to the power 3 by 2 into 4 pi mv divided by h cube into 2 me to the power half into d. This is g of E. The first term is f of E. Then simplify it. Mathematical steps you have to follow. V gets cancelled, volume gets cancelled. H square to the power 3 by 2 is h cube. H cube gets cancelled. Okay. Then n remains. See this m into m to the power half. M to the power 3 by 2. M gets cancelled. Then I hope pi will remain. Pi ulittada. 2m gets cancelled. So 2m, m gets cancelled. Energy will remain. Let us see what are the quantities which are remaining. So n of E will be having the value 2 pi n divided by pi kt to the power 3 by 2 will remain into e to the power half will remain into exponential minus e by kt into d. Pi you can cancel. Okay, idannu cancel madabodu. So this gives you the Maxwell distribution law of energy, which gives you number of molecules having the energy between E and E plus D. Okay, so kt will remain, pi will remain if you keep this pi as it is. Okay, so here 2 pi n will remain, 2 gets cancelled. So this is the number of particles having the energy E and E plus D. Now we will try to express this energy in terms of velocity. Okay, we know that the energy of the particle is expressed as half mu square. What you have to do, we have to replace this energy in terms of velocity. Idu as a function of energy ide. Now we'll try to find out what is the number of molecules having the velocity v. So that is how we can convert this energy into velocity. So then switching over to velocity v using the relation E is equal to half mv square. What you have to do, just substitute E is equal to half mv square. Then what will be the value of dE? dE will become equal to mv into dv, because the derivative of v square is 2v, 2 gets cancelled, you will get mv into dv. Substitute for E as half mv square, then dE is equal to mv into dv. Adana substitute madabekasthe, where m is the mass of each molecule, that is considered to be constant. Then the number of molecules moving with velocity between v and v plus dv is given by the equation n of v into dv is equal to 2 pi n divided by pi kt to the power 3 by 2 as it is. Then for E, you substitute half mv square to the power half. Okay. Then e to the power minus mv square by 2 kt you will get, because we have e to the power minus e by kt anta ittu. For E, we have to substitute half mv square. You will get exponential minus mv square by kt. And for dE, you substitute mv into dv. Then simplify it further. Okay, you do the simplification. Here pi to the power 3 by 2 and pi is there. Okay, and you will left with pi here, right? So n of v into dv, you will be 4 pi n. Okay, you will get 4 pi n into m divided by 2 pi kt. I will collect this 3, m divided by 2 pi kt into v square into e to the power minus mv square by 2 kt. This is the final expression. Okay, here 2 to the power half is there. What I will do, I will multiply it by 2 and divide by 2. You will get 2 to the power 3 by 2. Okay, so this is the expression for number of particles having the velocity between v and v plus dv. And you have studied this particular expression in kinetic theory of gases in second semester. So recall the distribution of velocities of gas molecule represented in kinetic theory of gases, which is obtained using Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics only. You have not derived this expression in kinetic theory of gases, but we have directly taken this same expression as a number of particles which are moving with velocity between v and v plus dv. If you draw the graph, you will get this type of curve. So this is the distribution of velocity of the gas molecules. So you might have recall this particular kinetic theory of energy bandhanta expression and same graph you have obtained. Here the total area under the curve represents total number of molecules of the gas, that is n, capital N, and which is going to be conserved. We know that number of particles of the system is conserved. Then the shaded area, if you want to find out the number of particles having the velocity between v and v plus dv, you take area under this shaded part. This will give you the number of molecules moving with velocities between v and v plus dv. And this formula is called as Maxwell's law of distribution of velocity. Okay, so this formula is obtained using Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics. This is the application of Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics, and you can derive the expression for the number of particles having the velocity between v and v plus dv. So finally, you will take the limitations of this Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics at the end. So what are the limitations and what are the advantages? So Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics is applicable to system of gas molecules at normal temperature. Where it is applicable to system of gas molecules. Okay, at a normal temperature. Normal temperature means temperature should be not too high, it should not be not too low. Because at too low temperature, the Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics fails to explain the motion of the molecules. Whereas at the high temperature also it fails to explain that. Okay, it fails at a low temperature and at high density. Okay, so at high density what will happen? The distinguishability of particles becomes inappropriate. You cannot distinguish the particle. If there are large number of molecules in a small volume, the densities of the system is said to be very high. For a very high density system, what will happen? You cannot distinguish the particle. It becomes very difficult. So you may get a number of particles having the same energy. Same energy ಇರುವಂತ particle ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬಹುದು. You may get number of molecules having the same energy, and that is called as a degeneracy that can be observed at a high density system. So therefore, Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics is applicable to the normal temperature system and having the finite density. Then in addition, Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics cannot explain the system with small particle mass. If mass of the particle is very, very small, then the Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics cannot explain that. Okay, the reason is the velocity of the particle becomes very random. Okay, if mass of the particle is very small, the energy of the particle is given by half mv square. So velocity of the particle should be very large in order to get certain kinetic energy. For small mass, the particle of smaller mass will acquire large velocity. So there, Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics cannot be applicable because it takes care of the classical state or classical assumptions. Okay, so therefore it is not applicable to the system which is at low temperature, the system which is having high density, and the system having the particles with very small mass. So these are the limitations of Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics. Okay. So this is the application of Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics.